I was driving home from a Yankees baseball game with my husband, Rich. And we were driving on the New York State Thruway, heading home, and we were struck by an 18-wheeler that jackknifed over the concrete divide and crashed into us. I woke up 6 weeks later from a coma. My husband was killed in that crash. We would have celebrated our first wedding anniversary while I was in the coma. I was a wheeler and dealer. I was traveling a lot for my clients. I was flying to California. I was throwing big time events. I was working with press intimately, building and developing relationships. I tend to explain it as Angela One was the vice president of a PR firm in Manhattan. She was wheeling and dealing, managing a talented team of executives. On July 31st, 2008, Angela Two was born that same night. Angela One and Two are very different people. Angela Two gets lost on the subway, sleeps a lot more, energy is just a lot lower than what it used to be. So understanding these two versions of myself has allowed me to fully love and inhabit Angela. I now live with double vision, memory challenges, neurofatigue is a big deal for me. The thing is with a brain injury, I had to relearn everything from the cradle on, how to walk, talk, read, and write. And it was just a little bit harder the second time around. How to balance my checkbook, still working on that one. So when I was in Helen Hayes Hospital, that was the second center. I went from Westchester, an ambulance ride to Helen Hayes Hospital, where I began, I think I was inpatient for another 6 weeks maybe. And when I was being discharged, it was being determined or decided whether I would go with my mom in Florida or my dad in North Carolina. It was decided I would move to Hendersonville, North Carolina. And the mountains. When I landed in these mountains, it felt like a spiritual, I felt hugged by these mountains. Like my body and bones and soul was so broken, but I was being held by these mountains. At the top of the list of the people who really helped with this transition is my bonus mom, Mary Wall Tucker. She got dialed into the resources available in this area. She found care partners right away. The other person who was very important for my transition and getting acclimated to my new life is a woman who used to work at the Brain Injury Association of North Carolina, Karen Keating. Karen, when I moved back to the area, back to Asheville actually, she came and picked me up at my apartment and drove me to my first support group that she led. And there were maybe 20, 30 friends, and it was my first building of my tribe. What advice would I give to someone at the beginning of their brain injury recovery? Don't believe the lie that your maximum recovery and gains are going to happen in the first year, because it's a life. I'm still healing. I'm 15 years out and I'm still healing. I'm still making gains. I'm still improving. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. That's all we can do. And there are going to be some days when maybe it feels, maybe there's clouds in the sky, maybe there's clouds in your heart, and that's okay. We have to forgive. I have to forgive myself along the way This is a new life we've got, y'all, but it's also our opportunity to take this second chance and live it as fully as we can.